10 surprising facts about the sex lives of women over 70. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we're exploring a topic that challenges common assumptions: the sex lives of women over 70. Contrary to popular belief, many older women continue to enjoy active and fulfilling sex lives. Let's uncover 10 intriguing insights about the sexual experiences of women in their 70s and beyond. Insight 1. Did you know that many women over 70 experience a renewed interest in sex? With the pressures of pregnancy, work, and child-rearing behind them, they can fully embrace their desires. Insight 2. The myth that older women lose interest in sex is far from true. Studies show that 67% of women aged 60 to 69 are sexually active, and this number only slightly decreases to 50% for those aged 70 to 79. Insight 3. Age doesn't limit experimentation. Many women over 70 explore new sexual activities, including masturbation or even same-sex experiences, broadening their sexual horizons. Insight 4. For many women in this age group, sex becomes more meaningful due to deeper emotional connections with their partners, enhancing their overall experience. Insight 5. It's not just about intercourse. Women over 70 often engage in other intimate activities like cuddling, kissing, and oral sex, finding joy in various forms of connection. Insight 6. While age can impact sexual function, there are ways to address these challenges. Lubricants and hormone therapy can help women maintain a comfortable and enjoyable sex life. Insight 7. Women over 70 are at a lower risk of sexually transmitted infections. They tend to engage in safer sexual practices and are more conscientious about protection. Insight 8. Sex can be a powerful tool for improving mental health. For many older women, it alleviates symptoms of depression and anxiety, significantly enhancing their quality of life. Insight 9. For many women, sex is about more than just physical pleasure. It's a way to maintain their sense of self and independence, reinforcing their personal identity. Insight 10. Finally, it's essential to remember that every woman's experience is unique. While some may be highly sexually active, others may have little interest in sex, and that's perfectly okay. It's all about respecting individual choices. And there you have it, -10 intriguing insights into the sex lives of women over 70. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Have you ever wondered what truly captivates women and makes them desire you even more? Imagine having the insight to understand exactly what women want, but never openly express. In this video, we're uncovering 7 key qualities that women secretly love in a man. From mastering the art of unpredictability to knowing when to say no, these tips will transform your relationships and boost your appeal. Be sure to watch until the end. The 6th point is a real game changer you won't want to miss. So, stay tuned as we dive into these powerful secrets that will set you apart from the rest. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video. Your support helps me continue sharing valuable content, including insights from Stoic philosophy. If you haven't already, I recommend subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. If you're excited about today's topic, drop a 1 in the comments. If it's not your thing, leave a 0 so I can tailor content that better suits your interests. Now, let's get started. The first essential quality: unpredictability. Imagine a man who effortlessly stirs feelings of excitement and intrigue in a woman's heart. He's not the type who sticks to the same old routines day in and day out. Instead, he embodies spontaneity and adventure. In contrast this with a man who follows a rigid script, always saying and doing the same predictable things. This kind of monotony can make him a dull presence in a woman's life. To truly capture a woman's interest and ignite her passion, you must break free from the shackles of routine. It's about embracing the unexpected and infusing spontaneity into your interactions. When a man becomes too predictable, a woman's interest naturally wanes. She might not openly express her discontent, but her actions will tell you everything. You might notice her pulling away, subtly showing her diminishing interest. Sometimes she might even disappear without a trace, leaving you puzzled and wondering what went wrong. Understanding this dynamic is crucial. If a woman doesn't respond or suddenly goes silent, it's a clear sign that her interest is fading. Flooding her with messages in response will only push her further away. Instead, take a more restrained approach, send a single message, and then move on gracefully. A woman who is truly interested will eventually make her intentions known, sparing both of you unnecessary confusion and frustration. The second crucial trait: the power of attentive listening. Listening is an incredibly powerful skill that can deepen connections and foster understanding between people. Women, in particular, often use conversation as a way to express their thoughts and emotions. From a young age, girls typically develop communication skills earlier than boys, making verbal expression a fundamental part of their identity. Despite this natural inclination toward communication, many men struggle to truly listen, often failing to give the time and attention needed to fully understand what a woman is sharing. This is where the distinction between active and passive listening becomes crucial. Passive listening is when someone simply nods along without fully absorbing the conversation. In contrast, active listening involves a much deeper level of engagement. It means focusing intently on what she's saying, asking thoughtful questions, maintaining eye contact, and showing genuine understanding and agreement. The impact of active listening is profound. By truly engaging with a woman's words, you demonstrate your genuine interest and respect for her thoughts and feelings. This creates a strong sense of connection and attraction. It's like opening a door to her inner world, making her feel seen, heard, and valued in your presence. As you refine your listening skills, you'll notice a significant change in how women respond to you. The more you genuinely listen and connect with them on a deeper level, the more they'll be drawn to you. Active listening is a subtle yet powerful tool that can greatly enhance your influence and presence in relationships. Embrace this skill and watch as it transforms your interactions for the better. The third aspect: balanced respect. Women desire a balanced level of respect, one that doesn't cross into the realm of excessive deference. Surprisingly, being overly respectful can actually hinder your romantic pursuits. Many men fall into the trap of treating a woman they're interested in with an exaggerated level of reverence, almost as if they're interacting with their sisters or mothers. Society often promotes the idea of chivalry and respect toward women, encouraging gestures like opening doors or giving flowers. While these acts have their place, they can sometimes have the opposite effect if done excessively. If your goal is to genuinely captivate and attract a woman, you must navigate the complexities of her emotions with confidence and assertiveness. Being overly respectful can actually hinder your ability to communicate your desires and intentions effectively. Instead, adopt a more playful and bold approach. Engage in light-hearted teasing, banter, and don't hesitate to incorporate flirtatious physical touch. This shift in behavior helps you transition from being seen as just a friend to someone with romantic potential. It's important to clarify that being bold doesn't mean being disrespectful or rude. It's about striking a balance between admiration and assertiveness. Avoid placing women on pedestals or adopting a subservient attitude, as this often leads to being seen as the perpetual nice guy who fails to spark romantic interest. Every woman has both a sweet and daring side to her personality. Your job is to navigate these nuances skillfully, catering to each aspect at the right moment. By embracing boldness and authenticity while respecting boundaries, you position yourself as a compelling and dynamic presence in a woman's life, one who can ignite both her passion and admiration. The fourth essential aspect: sense of style and presentation. Imagine meeting a remarkable woman who takes great care in her appearance, investing time and effort into looking her best. She exudes confidence and grace, showcasing her commitment to self-care and refinement. Now picture the scenario where, for a date, the man arrives dressed in a football jersey, shorts, and flip-flops. It's clear that such casual attire is unlikely to impress. The importance of dressing well cannot be overstated. Your outward appearance reflects your self-respect and attention to detail. It's a form of seductive allure that enhances your overall appeal and charisma. Dressing well serves as a powerful tool in the art of attraction, much like a secret weapon that elevates your presence and draws others to you. However, dressing well doesn't mean you need to splurge on expensive designer labels. It's more about developing a refined sense of style that complements your personality and physique. By paying attention to your attire, you set yourself apart from the crowd, signaling to women that you value both yourself and the impression you make. Dressing well is a tangible expression of your commitment to excellence, laying the foundation for captivating encounters and meaningful connections. So take this advice to heart and elevate your style game, because in the world of romance, first impressions matter more than you might realize. The fifth crucial aspect: the ability to take control. It's no secret that one of women's most common fantasies involves a man who exudes confidence and assertiveness, effortlessly guiding the course of events. Feminine women, in particular, are drawn to men who display these qualities, finding immense appeal in a partner who takes on leadership roles. Picture this. You're on a date with a woman, and as you enter a restaurant, you confidently take the initiative to choose where you'll sit. Your assertive demeanor communicates that you're in control of the situation, instilling a sense of security and admiration. Women are naturally inclined to trust and be drawn to a man who demonstrates his ability to take charge, embracing his role as a decisive leader. Unfortunately, many men fall into the trap of relinquishing control, allowing women to dictate the course of their lives. This goes beyond mere passivity. It's about letting their girlfriends or wives assume complete authority, dictating every aspect of their existence. In doing so, these men unintentionally take on a subordinate role, akin to a child under parental supervision. Avoiding this pitfall is essential. When a woman sees you as indecisive and lacking protective instincts, it's difficult to change that perception. It's crucial to assert your independence and autonomy, showing that you can make decisions and ensure her well-being. By doing so, you position yourself as a strong, reliable partner who can lead with confidence and command respect. By stepping into your role as a confident and assertive leader, you not only increase your appeal to women, but also build a deeper sense of empowerment and self-assurance within yourself. So the next time you find yourself in a situation that calls for leadership, take charge and make a memorable impact. The sixth thing women desire: enthusiastic oral sex. Women deeply appreciate men who approach oral sex with genuine enthusiasm and dedication. If there's one unspoken request that nearly every woman would make, it's this: they want their partner to engage in oral sex with a sense of passion and commitment. It's not about quickly checking off a box before moving on. It's about creating a leisurely, enjoyable experience where she feels valued and prioritized. Many women express frustration when their partners treat oral sex as a mere obligation, lacking real interest or enthusiasm. In contrast, a man who fully embraces this intimate act, focusing entirely on his partner's pleasure without watching the clock, can provide an unparalleled level of satisfaction and intimacy. So take on this role with full commitment and passion. Doing so not only enhances her sexual experience, but also deepens the emotional connection between you. Women appreciate a partner who invests time and effort into their pleasure, and this dedication will make her feel more passionate and connected to you. By fully engaging in this practice with her pleasure as your priority, you fulfill a common desire and strengthen the bond you share, fostering a deeper, more passionate relationship. The seventh crucial thing: learning to say no. Women often test men to ensure they are with someone strong and reliable. These tests might involve making unusual or unreasonable requests to gauge a man's boundaries. Many men, in an attempt to please, say yes to everything, turning into what's commonly known as a pushover, a critical mistake. Contrary to what some might believe, women don't favor men who bend to their every demand. While they appreciate gestures that make them happy, they value even more those who can set boundaries and confidently say no when necessary. This ability to say no is a sign of strength and self-respect, both of which are highly attractive traits. Pay close attention to this idea. Women lose interest when they sense that a man's world revolves entirely around them. Imagine a diamond. What makes it so precious and desirable is its rarity. Scarcity fuels desire. Similarly, a man who is always available, saying yes to everything, quickly loses his appeal. To maintain that allure, you must prioritize yourself and your goals. While it's important to help others, engage in conversations, and do favors, this shouldn't come at the cost of your own needs and self-worth. When you start sacrificing your priorities to constantly cater to others, you diminish your value and may come across as desperate. Standing out from other men requires becoming like that diamond, rare and valuable. Learn to say no to certain requests and uphold your personal boundaries. People will begin to see you as a high-value man when they notice you prioritize your own needs first. This scarcity makes you more attractive, distinguishing you from those who are always readily available. When we explore the complex dynamics of attraction and desire, the key elements we've discussed provide deep insights into what women often seek in men. This understanding goes beyond surface-level interactions, delving into the psychological and emotional aspects that shape human connections. By integrating principles from Stoic philosophy with contemporary insights, we can uncover the mechanisms that foster genuine and lasting relationships. Unpredictability and spontaneity are crucial in keeping a woman's interest alive. This idea aligns with the Stoic principle of embracing the present moment and adapting to change. The unpredictability here doesn't mean being erratic, but rather maintaining an element of surprise and excitement, reflecting a life lived with intention and energy. Active listening, as emphasized, plays a significant role in forming deep emotional bonds. This practice mirrors the Stoic exercise of empathy and understanding, where one truly engages with another's experiences and perspectives. Research supports this, showing that active listening enhances relationship satisfaction and emotional intimacy. For example, a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that active listening significantly improves perceived support and satisfaction in relationships. Balanced respect, avoiding excessive deference, and adopting a playful yet respectful demeanor are crucial in navigating romantic interactions. This approach reflects the Stoic idea of treating others with dignity while maintaining self-respect. It's about finding that middle ground, as Seneca advised, where you are neither subservient nor domineering, but engage with confidence and mutual respect. The emphasis on personal presentation and style underscores the importance of self-respect and discipline, core aspects of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about living in accordance with nature, which includes presenting yourself with dignity and care. Scientific studies also highlight how physical appearance influences social and romantic perceptions, showing that well-groomed individuals are often perceived as more competent and attractive. Taking control and displaying assertiveness align with the Stoic virtue of courage. This involves making decisive actions and leading with confidence, creating a sense of security and admiration in romantic relationships. Psychological research, including studies from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, shows that decisiveness and assertiveness are attractive traits that foster respect and trust. Enthusiastic and dedicated intimacy, especially in performing oral sex, highlights the importance of genuine care and effort in relationships. This mirrors the Stoic principle of being fully present and committed in one's actions. Sexual satisfaction is deeply tied to emotional connection and mutual pleasure, as supported by research in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, which indicates that mutual satisfaction in intimate acts strengthens emotional bonds and overall relationship quality. The ability to say no and set boundaries is vital for maintaining self-respect and personal integrity. This is a practical application of the Stoic practice of setting and respecting one's boundaries, ensuring that your actions are guided by rational decisions rather than external pressures. Behavioral psychology research confirms that individuals who assert their boundaries are perceived as more confident and are respected in social and romantic contexts. In summary, by integrating Stoic principles with contemporary scientific insights, we gain a comprehensive understanding of the dynamics that drive attraction and relationship satisfaction. Embracing unpredictability, active listening, balanced respect, personal presentation, assertiveness, genuine intimacy, and boundary setting not only align with Stoic virtues but also enhance your appeal and deepen relationships. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By cultivating these qualities, you not only improve your interactions but also elevate your personal growth and fulfillment in relationships." Thank you for staying with me throughout this video. We've explored 7 key aspects that women desire in a man. Being unpredictable, knowing how to listen, balancing respect with assertiveness, dressing well, taking control, genuinely enjoying intimate moments, and the power of saying no. What have you learned so far? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below with one thing you've taken from this video and how you plan to apply it in your life. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will stop masturbating after you know this stoicism. Is masturbation truly harmless? Let's delve into the science and philosophy behind it. We've all heard that masturbation is a normal part of life, but where do we draw the line? How often can you engage in this act before it becomes a problem? And what if you find yourself unable to stop? In this video, we'll address these questions and explore why this seemingly harmless habit might actually be more detrimental than you think. Before we get started, let me apologize for the dramatic title. It was necessary to grab your attention for this important topic that affects many people, both young and old. Training our willpower. In this video, we'll explore what happens to our brains from both scientific and philosophical perspectives and discover what Stoicism can teach us about this habit. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our content. Let's begin with some history. Modern medicine tells us that masturbation is completely normal, not just for humans but also for other mammals like dogs. However, this view hasn't always been widely accepted. In the past, masturbation was seen as immoral, especially for men, because it was considered unproductive and wasteful. For women, the belief was that masturbation could distance them from men by allowing them to find pleasure on their own. Additionally, there were fears that it could cause diseases, leading to it being highly discouraged. But let's fast forward to the present. What do we really know about masturbation today? For men dealing with insomnia, it's known that masturbation can induce sleep. A study from the French Institute of Health and Medical Research concluded that after orgasm, the male brain deactivates sexual desire. The cerebral cortex, responsible for conscious thought, goes into rest mode once climax is achieved. This not only nullifies the desire for further sexual activity, but also facilitates sleep. So what's the problem? Hidden within this benefit is a trap. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know what I'm talking about. Masturbation releases dopamine in the brain, a hormone that makes us feel good, reduces stress, and provides a sense of reward. This pleasure can be so intense that some people become addicted. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders even includes hypersexuality disorder, which can involve excessive masturbation, under the category of obsessive-compulsive disorders, a vice that can lead to both mental and familial destruction. When you become addicted, it becomes difficult to control yourself, and you risk becoming a victim of your own lack of discipline. This can lead to compulsive behaviors like seeking out prostitutes, engaging in sex with multiple partners, or consuming excessive pornography. A brain saturated with dopamine constantly seeks more pleasure. Addiction to masturbation stems from the chemicals released in the brain. As your brain adapts to the dopamine release, it starts craving more to achieve the same level of pleasure, leading to a vicious cycle where you're always chasing that next high. Eventually, your brain begins to block dopamine receptors to protect itself from overstimulation, and as a result, you might find yourself masturbating without the same pleasure, leading to frustration and a deeper compulsion to chase that fleeting feeling. Now, you might be wondering what Stoicism has to do with all of this. Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, masters of self-control and wisdom, had a unique perspective on pleasure and lust. For the Stoics, masturbation wasn't just about seeking carnal satisfaction, it was an opportunity to explore the limits of the body and mind. They saw it as an exercise in self-awareness and a path to true freedom. Epictetus asserted that it's not the pursuit of pleasure but self-control that distinguishes a good person. Mastery over worldly passions and pleasures was a conquest that elevated the human spirit. Instead of being slaves to our desires, we should strive to be their masters. The Stoics remind us that true satisfaction lies in self-mastery and in finding joy in what is simple and virtuous. They teach us to control our intense emotions through introspection and self-regulation. By consciously facing our emotions, we can learn to manage them in a healthy and constructive way. Allow me to share a personal story. I know someone who struggled with compulsive masturbation, using it as a temporary escape and source of pleasure, only to be left feeling emotionally drained afterward. By immersing themselves in Stoic teachings and practicing self-control, this person experienced a profound transformation. They learned to confront their desires consciously and found true joy in self-discipline. Today, they live a life of inner peace, free from the chains of momentary desires. Masturbation was more than just a physical act for them, it was a challenge that led to greater self-awareness and personal growth. It had become a way to escape the pressures and stresses of life. Whenever they felt overwhelmed, anxious, or simply bored, they turned to this habit as a quick fix for temporary relief. The pleasure in those moments was undeniable, but it was always fleeting. Almost immediately afterward, they were consumed by guilt, shame, and regret, creating an emotional storm that felt impossible to escape. This cycle repeated itself, endlessly feeling the urge, giving in, experiencing brief satisfaction, and then being left with a heavy sense of emptiness and self-loathing. It became a trap, a never-ending loop that only deepened their feelings of inadequacy and helplessness. They knew this behavior was unhealthy and damaging, but felt powerless to stop. The weight of being controlled by their own desires was crushing, taking a serious toll on their mental and emotional well-being. Desperate for a way out, they began exploring different philosophies and practices that might help them regain control over their life. That's when they discovered the teachings of the Stoics, ancient philosophers who emphasized the importance of self-control, discipline, and living in harmony with nature. Intrigued by their wisdom, this person decided to immerse themselves in Stoic teachings, delving into the works of Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus. At first, it wasn't easy. Stoic principles seemed simple, but applying them to everyday life, especially when faced with strong urges, was incredibly challenging. However, with time and dedication, they began to notice a shift in their mindset. They started to understand that true freedom doesn't come from indulging in every desire, but from mastering those desires. The Stoics taught them that they had the power to choose their actions, that they didn't have to be a slave to their impulses. They learned to confront their desires head-on, not with fear or suppression, but with a deep understanding of where those urges originated and what they truly needed. They practiced mindfulness and self-reflection, asking themselves why they felt the need to seek pleasure in this way and what they were really hoping to achieve. Through this process, they realized that the happiness they were seeking couldn't be found in fleeting pleasures, but in living a life aligned with their values and purpose. As they continued to practice self-control and embrace Stoic philosophy, something remarkable happened. The urges that once seemed so overwhelming began to lose their power. The emotional storms that used to follow each act of indulgence started to fade. They no longer felt the same intense need to escape into temporary pleasure because they had found a deeper, more lasting sense of peace within themselves. Today, this person lives a life of inner peace, free from the compulsion that once dominated their existence. They have gained a sense of mastery over their desires, and more importantly, over their mind. By choosing to live in accordance with their deepest principles and values, they have discovered a profound joy that is far more fulfilling than any momentary pleasure. Their journey was challenging, but it stands as a powerful example of the impact of self-discipline and philosophical insight. It serves as a reminder that we all have the capacity to transform our lives, overcome our desires, and achieve genuine fulfillment through living authentically and purposefully. So, ask yourself, what are you doing with your life? Do you think spending hours at home watching videos and seeking fleeting pleasures will make you confident and successful? Do you believe that wasting your time and energy on these activities will help you attract a meaningful partner? The answer is no. It's time to think more deeply. In the comments, declare, "I am a powerful person. I have control over my mind. I choose actions that motivate me and foster my growth." Thank you for joining me. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe for more insights.